Hello, I'm an old guy and I do maths. Today we're going to look at synthetic division, just the very basics of it. We're going to deal with something that has no remainder when it's divided by this expression here. And for those of you who've not seen this before, this is an alternative to long division of polynomials. It's certainly where I'm from, it's used by a minority, but it is taught in high schools, and a number of my students use it and prefer to use it. It's not my choice, but don't let that put you off. Let's get into it. Okay, so a couple of things. We need to set this up just so that it's easy to see what's going on. Once you're proficient at this, you won't necessarily be setting it up as neatly as I am. Well, as neatly as I can. I'm not a very neat person. Okay, so having done this, the next thing we do is we take this expression and we make it equal to 0. So x plus 1 equals 0, so x is going to equal negative 1. And we put that negative 1 in there, in that little sort of half box thing. Okay, next job. We take the coefficients of each of these, so 1, 2, negative 13 and negative 10, and we put them here. 1, negative 2, negative 13 and negative 10. It's nice if you can to keep these in columns. I see so far I'm not entirely achieving that. Okay, right, so here we have the solution to this in here. We have the coefficients of each of these spread out along here. Next move. Right, we bring this 1 down to here. So just let me get that into the frame. So we bring this one down to here. And our next move is that we take this one and we multiply it by negative 1. So 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. So this is the pattern. We're multiplying by negative 1 times negative 1. 1 times negative 1 gives us negative 1. And we add these two numbers and we get negative 3. We do the same thing again. We take this number and we multiply it by negative 1 and we get 3. And then we add these numbers and we get negative 10. One more time. Multiply through by negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 10 gives us 10. Add these numbers and we get 0. That's good news. So we're very nearly done. This 0 tells us that our remainder is equal to 0. So two things that tells you. This divides evenly into this. The implication of that, the second thing it tells you, is that this is clearly a factor of this. There probably is a third thing, that if you put negative 1 into this expression, you would get 0, which is essentially what we got. So I lied. There are 3 things that it tells you, or maybe 2.5. Okay, now, these numbers here are the coefficients of what you get when you divide this into this. And so our answer is 1x squared minus 3x minus 10. So if we were to multiply through this into this, we would get this, and that would be proof that this is indeed our answer. So, to cut a very long story short, when we divide this by this, we get x squared minus 3x minus 10, and this is how you do it. No remainder. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time.